Cancer, it's becoming a growing concern in the Gambia, and cervical cancer has been in the spotlight in the country in recent years. But why is it so special? A question I put to Dr. Lamin Jaye, a consultant and general surgeon at the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital.
This is a cancer that if we put in efforts to detect it on time, we can actually save a lot of women from getting cancer and eventually dying from that particular cancer.
Cancer is said to spread through the body when it loses control of its own. But what are the causes of cancer? Dr. Abdullahi Keita is an obstetrician, gynecologist, and lecturer at the University of the Gambia School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences.
There are certain things we call them cofactors or risk factors that predispose some women more to developing cancer of cervix than to the others. And among those risk factors is tobacco in any of its form, including cigarette smoking. People who sneak tobacco, people who take tobacco in any form is a recognized risk factor for a long time for cancer of cervix. The others is if you have other infections in your genital tract, they can predispose you to cancer of cervix like gonorrhea, syphilis. They can all predispose you to cancer of cervix. If your immunity, that is the body's defense, is reduced, like if you have HIV, you have diabetes, they can predispose you to cancer of cervix. If you start sexual activities too early in your life, it can predispose you to cancer of cervix. If you have too many sexual partners, it can predispose you to cancer of cervix.
According to health officials, cervical cancer is the second leading cause of death among women in the Gambia. The disease kills women in their prime or youthful age.
Most patients diagnosed with breast cancer early enough can, about 9 out of 10 of them would still be alive at 5 years. About 8 out of 10 of them would still be alive at 10 years. So it goes against the thinking that if somebody has cancer, it's a death sentence. No. The most important thing is being able to detect the cancer on time and then making sure you get the right treatment.
Statistics show that 53,000 women in Africa die of cervical cancer every year, an average 154 women per hour. According to WHO 2014 report, cervical cancer death in the Gambia was at 54 or 0.40%. But the good news is that cervical cancer is highly treatable, with a cure rate of over 90% if detected early, according to cancer experts. However, health officials are concerned that many cancer patients in the Gambia seek medical attention often too late when the disease must have reached an advanced stage.
Cervical cancer, if detected early, can be managed, and the treatment is simple and easy with very little complications. So every woman who is above the age of 30, who is actively married, can walk to the screening center and get screened. Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, Banjul, SOS, Bafro, Afrimed, Brikama, Yundum, Esau, Basse, all have screening centers.
In 2019, the government of the Gambia rolled out a massive immunization campaign of young girls across the country to protect them from cervical cancer. One organization that is complementing that effort is the Cancer League Association, the Gambia, a group of organizations that is dedicated to raise awareness on cancer. Ajidafe is the chairperson of the association.
We did a fundraising and yes, we needed about $15 million. Unfortunately, we were only able to raise 1.2 million. The fundraising event that we did, after all the proceeds were actually accounted for, we raised about 1.2 million from one night. The Minister of Health of the Gambia, we're here to work with you. We're here to support, to complement your efforts.
The organization makes best use of Pink October, a month-long campaign dedicated globally to raise awareness on cancer. Last year, the League had a series of activities in their advocacy programs, with plans to continue this year only to be interrupted by the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic.
We're able to test 427 women, to be precise. And out of those 427 women, did you know that, Mama, 70% of those women were impacted with either minor infections, and some had really, really aggravated infections as well. And if these infections were not treated, it can actually cause cancerous tumors. So
Ajidafe highlighted the need to prioritize women's health and called for continuous sensitization on cancer.
You lost your mother and father to cancer, and as a result, you and your twin sister established an organization dedicated to raise awareness and fight against the cancer disease in the Gambia and beyond the source of the country to Senegal. Now, how hard has it been for you to get to this point?
My mom died of cancer over 30 years ago. So the fight still continues, and we're still fighting. We're still fighting the ailment of cancer to this day, and we haven't made stride yet. My mother was diagnosed in the Gambia, and she was told that she had gout when she had kidney cancer. So, and those issues we're still having in the Gambia for over 30 years. My father had lung cancer. So cancer takes away your dignity. Cancer takes away everything about who you are. When it strikes at the core of your being.
Amid rumors that the silicone gel found in some bras causes allergic reaction that might lead to cancer, GRTS find out more about the claim. Brassiere or bra is a fitting undergarment used by women to support their breasts and give it a good shape. The cosmetic device used to hide nipples that poke through clothing is also used by breastfeeding mothers to avoid leaking of the breast milk. However, many believe that bras contain materials that might cause allergic reaction. But can bra wearing really cause breast cancer?
There isn't any evidence to show that bra wearing can actually cause cancer. What bra wearing can do is breast pain, mastalgia, that is, they can cause discomfort and they can cause pain if they're not comfortable. That causes patients to come to us in the hospital for complaints. But there is no connection between bra wearing and breast cancer. The risk factors for breast cancer are well known.
Abdoulaye Cisse, a vendor at the Serekunda market, have been selling bras since 1987. Although there is no fixed price for a bale of bra which has little or no profit, Abdoulaye managed to feed his family from the sales gain and pay his children's school fees.
I have seen bras that contain silicone gel, mostly from China. They sell out very fast and at reasonable prices. Although some of the bra products we have in the country comes from Europe, China and Asia. I get my orders from Europe because of their quality.
Umuso, a customer I met at the Serekunda market, said she wears bras just to give her breast a good-looking shape. However, bra wearing is not a necessity for women like Mariama Conte who prefer wearing body fit.
I don't normally wear a bra because I find it difficult to breathe whenever I wear it, so I prefer wearing body fit.
Mariatu Conte is comfortable wearing bra but cautioned that wearing the device the whole day might have some health implications.
For me, when I wear bra, I don't have big breasts, so I really like breasts, so I always find the bra that's having sponge, so I can use it. At least it can make my breast to become bigger. So now as a lady, so.
Although women with large breasts usually wear bras for support, our Marina Conte says she's not comfortable wearing the device even though she has a large breast.
Even though it gives my breast a nice shape, I sometimes feel uncomfortable in it, especially when the weather is too hot.
According to this customer, the cosmetic device is part of a woman's dressing.
If your breast is small, you may not wear. But if you have breast, you need to wear. If you don't wear bra, the thing will fall down short. It will just fall. The cloth, the way I just dress now without bra, this thing will not fit me nice.
While bras serve as a support to the breast, they do not prevent the breast from sacking because naturally the breast will sack as the woman gets old. Health experts say about 1 million women are diagnosed with breast cancer every year, with thousands others at risk of the disease. It is therefore recommended that women of 30 years and above do regular screening of clinical breast cancer. Mama Jaye, JTS.